Hey, it's Jane from Your Weight Loss. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. Hi, Alicia.
Hello, dear friends.
How are we doing this morning?
Pretty good. Tell me why you're so pretty. Like you're next level pretty. Like there's eyeshadow on your eyes right now.
Well, first of all, that little wand thing just makes it so easy for me to want to put eyeshadow. So that's really good. Okay. So because there is 0 minutes to spare after this recording. And so I was really happy that Noah woke up at 6 a.m. because I was sleeping really well. And lately I've been waking up on my own, 5:02. So I was expecting that, and that didn't happen. So then 6:02, Noah was like, Mama. And that was perfect timing. So I got work done, and I knew I needed to get ready before I needed to be a mom, before I needed to podcast, because I'm doing this presentation at a high school that I have not thought of what I'm talking about. Basically, this is my plan. I will think about it when I drive there. There is no time for me to plan a thing that is later. There's only minutes for the present.
Tell me what you're talking about. When, where you do, tell me everything. Okay. I need to shut my door. You talk.
Okay. So basically, you guys, I was asked to do a presentation at the high school Odyssey. So I guess if I read her message, I was you're going to have to read her message again and be oh, okay, that's what you want me to talk about. Because there's so many things I can talk about. There's mental health, physical health, social media, entrepreneurship. What am I talking about? You know what I mean? So if I go back, it was a mix of all the things, right?
Okay.
So basically, so la santé et le mieux-être pour nos jeunes. So health and mieux-être. Mieux-être, c'est comme kind of santé mentale.
What kind of class is this?
It's the whole school. It's
a big whole school.
Wait, no. The whole school is it's a big event. So there are sessions.
Okay.
And the kids need to sign up. So the maximum is 30.
Okay.
Yeah. So she wanted me to do 2, and I was I do not have 3 hours. So I was I'll do 1. And I was I want people to sign up. If I do something like mindset or mieux-être, they could not care less.
Okay.
So I called it, not knowing what I was going to talk about, the truth behind TikTok.
There's a wait list. Wait list.
La vérité derrière TikTok. And I thought, you know what? Maybe some people do know me on TikTok because they're younger. Young people know us on TikTok.
100%. Actually, It's funny to me that people still say that. The other day, someone said to me at the mall, they were like, oh my God, you're the girl from TikTok. And I'm like, when was the last time I made a TikTok?
A long time ago. I had done it.
I was like, sure. We'll go with that.
That's funny. You're more the girl on Instagram, but yeah, that's funny. We're both the girls on Instagram, but yeah, TikTok is definitely we're still high up in there. Anyways,
okay,
so then I was she's you need to give me a detail. Can you give a description? I'm shit. So I'm so I wrote, I sent this just that same moment. I'm just going to write this down. So, tu passes beaucoup de temps sur les réseaux sociaux, moi aussi. Mon travail consiste de passer des heures sur Instagram, TikTok et Facebook. Le rêve, peut-être. Parlons de la vérité derrière les plateformes dont nous prenons du contenu à chaque jour et les conséquences positives et négatives des réseaux sociaux sur nos vies. Basically.
Okay. So you're going to have to give us a translate that now, please.
Oh, okay, perfect. So do you spend a lot of time on social media? I do. My work is spending hours on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. The dream, maybe. Let's talk about the truth behind these platforms and the consequence and the content that we take every day, and the positive and negative consequences of social media on our lives.
Okay.
So for me, the reason why this is connected, I just feel without without positivity in your brain, which is basically mental health, and I think people are I have mental health, but I'm if you talk shit about your life, shit about your body, talk shit about others, there's work to be done to really be at peace in your brain. There's that space that I see that we've done the work to get there. So it's not just you're just not I'm a positive person and I was born this way. I think that la santé mentale is something that you work on. Therapy, reflection through therapy, through reflection, like we do at Your Weight Loss, whatever therapy you need on. Is it trauma from the past? Is it weight loss diet industry? Is it like what's giving you that negativity? Anyways, so I was thinking about it, and I think I'm going to do, you're going to love this. I think I'm going to do like, just, I want to push critical thinking, especially on like young minds. Like, so every day you're taking in so much content, like at school, and then you go home and you take on more. And so there's no need for me to talk about physical health. Like in my mind, like these people do not connect with physical health. I think they connect with content that they take in.
100%. And knowing your audience. And again, no one needs us to stand in front of them and tell them exercise is good for you and drink more water. Like absolutely no one needs us to tell them that.
Yeah. So I think that basically santé et le mieux-être pour moi is just, I think that what the young people are struggling with right now is being on social media. And I was even listening to Kat and Nat and their podcast. I was like catching up while I was driving to Takadi, and, you know, they were saying that it's so hard because the weekend unfolds in front of them. So if they weren't invited, if something's happening, like everything's in front of them, like it's, you know, so it's more difficult for that age to be on social media, because again, you can be attacked, you can be not invited. Like you just see, it's like it unfolds in front of you, which we didn't have that. Right. So I just feel like there should be those conversations on how to take in content and how to be a critical thinker. I mean, it'll be more fun than that, but you get what I mean.
Zero worried. If there's one thing that you are real good at, it is talking. So
talking in a very fun, entertaining way.
No, that's going to be great. I also like need to take a moment of appreciation. Like, I don't know if I've said this to you, of how great your skin looks.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like, are you amazed by the whole thing?
Yes, I am, like, especially just obviously here.
Like I noticed a difference too in just like everything's the same color.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. So I'm like, I wonder, like, it's obviously just basically being so consistent with my skincare routine, but like, I just feel like it's, c'est plus uniforme. Like it's more like when I wake up, it's very bright. It's very fresh. It's very like, it's all the same color.
And just this makeup, like, and I watched you do your makeup real quickly yesterday on the Instagram. So done.
It's going well. It's going well. I was sent a message to Crystal though, our makeup artist. And I was like, I feel like my foundation is so the same color as my concealer. So everything's the same color. Okay. And I was like, look at this picture. Do you see what I see? She's like, absolutely. She's like, I'm like, do I go darker in foundation or lighter in concealer? She's like, lighter in concealer. The foundation like covers you the exact color that it should be. And I was like, I agree. And I was like, my concealer could be lighter. Maybe in the summer, it's perfect. It was like so bright in this summer when I was using it. Yeah.
I ordered a brighter concealer as well.
Okay. Yeah. So, and she's like, you could use some bronzer. And I was like, I don't know how to do it. Not bronzer, but to contour. She's like, just put it a little bit on top where your forehead is and under your cheekbone. Like, she's like, it's really easy. Don't put a lot. Like it can really, and I'd love to know how to do the nose.
Oh, I feel like that's level 75 of 10.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Would it be, she's probably already booked, but would it be ridiculous to get her makeup done for Winefest?
Hilarious. Not ridiculous. You can do whatever you want. I will not be getting my makeup done for Winefest, but I think it is such a great idea. There was one event that I was like, oh, I'm going to get my makeup done for that. That's not ridiculous.
Hopefully it's not ridiculous.
Nothing is ridiculous. It wasn't parent prom.
I mean, I remember the moment that we went to Cat Nat and I was like, is this ridiculous that we're getting our makeup professionally done? And then we met Kat and Nat and Romeo. So who knows who we're going to meet at Winefest?
You're right. Who knows
who we're going to meet at Winefest?
Who knows who we're going to meet? She's probably busy, but let's ask her. That could be fun. She could come to your home while we're eating whatever. I see what you're saying. I support this. I support all of this.
She's probably going.
Mm-hmm. Although Saturday night tickets are like hot. Like Jeff was like, oh, did you already get our tickets for the Winefest? I'm like, yes, yes, sir. He's like, oh, they were just got an email from Fidelity and they want to give us free tickets to go with whatever. And I was like, okay. He's like, you could sell your Saturday, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I'm like, wait, is it for Saturday night? And he's like, oh no, it's Friday. I'm like, oh, they couldn't get the Saturday night tickets.
I think everyone that got free tickets,
it's Friday
night. Cause everyone I heard of that like got tickets through work or whatever, all Friday night.
Yeah. No, Saturday night is like hot topic. So that's what's up right now, you guys. That's why I'm pretty in this very moment, because of my presentation that I don't know what I'm presenting. But I was like, I told her like, low key, no, there's no presentation.
No, there's
No.
I'm doing a presentation on Thursday. I'm doing a Zoom for Beauty Counter. And she was like,
Okay.
do you want slides? And I was like, absolutely not. And then she's
No,
like, can I have like 5 key points? And I'm like, okay.
we can have 5 key points. I know.
And then I was
I'm
like,
just
how long will I be talking? 30 minutes? She's like, 15?
how long
She's
will I
like,
be
but if you
talking? An
think
hour and
it's
a half?
really good, I'm like, no, I can do 15. I just like assumed it was 30.
She needs slides for 15 minutes. It's gotta go by like that. No time for slides.
No.
Okay. Oh my God. Amazing. Okay. So we're catching up, you guys, because we were both away and we were just like, we haven't recorded last week. So it's only been 2 weeks, but it seems like forever that we haven't recorded. And I think that since then we've really like, for your weight loss, we've really developed some conversations on what we're doing, what's happening. So we're just kind of bringing you guys along this journey of figuring out the best way to make people understand what we do at Your Weight Loss. So thank you so much for being a part of it.
It's a ride.
It is a ride. It is. And I was just like, even this morning, I was thinking about, it was just, I've had really good conversations in the last 2 weeks. Vraiment, like about like, okay, this is where we are as a business. This is what's happening. Like, we know exactly what the issue is. We do not have a solution just yet. And the issue is making people understand how it works. And the thing is that your weight loss is an experience, not a product. So right there puts you in a different category, right? Like it's just it's its own category, but it still is, we have to show what's inside. And everyone I've been talking to has really been saying like, you need to show more transformations because people want to go see you to get that transformation. Right. And we're like, well, there is a physical transformation, but for us, it's so important that people understand the transformation that's inside, like that, what happens in the person's heart, I guess, or mind. And you know what? Someone said, like, you can't see that. So if you're trying to sell something that people will never be able to see, that's where you're like losing most of your audience, so you have to bring them in the way that they know they can lose weight. And we know that,
And I think that, I was hesitant or, we're just conscious and we know we're different and we want to continue to show up different. And we want people that watch us on the internet to know that we value things other than physical. And I really believe that probably most people do.
Yeah.
However, I've also seen people who do come in to Your Weight Loss with only wanting weight loss.
Yeah.
And then we get in their little brain and then we change their life, which includes weight loss.
Yes.
So it's like, I was almost like limiting us by only trying to attract the people that were attracted to not the physical transformation, but sometimes those people, and you know what, that was probably me. Like that was me when I started losing weight in 2016.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But
yes.
like, I didn't have an amazing mindset January 1st, 2016.
No, exactly. And it was just like really good conversations with people kind of outside the business, outside looking in, and just like really like, it was so good. Like one of the girls is she's more like me. Like I could tell she's like, and she was like asking me, she was on me, like, just like being like, what about that? Like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you like, and then I was answering, she's like, why do you think that? Like, what? And how I love all of this.
Yes.
Like, this is my jam. Like this,
yes.
I'm like, yes, keep doing what you're doing, because this is how we get to answers. This is how we get to solutions.
And guys, we all have limiting beliefs. We all carry around limiting beliefs. You guys carry around limiting beliefs around weight loss. We might be carrying around limiting beliefs around our business.
Yes.
And we need powerful people in our lives to challenge it and say, why do you think that way? Okay, keep
on. No, it was so good. So basically, like Alicia said, like once you're in, that's when you might be, you're in the program. Basically, it's like the first step is, we exist. You like us. Yeah. We're different. Again, you like us, and the thing is, you have to understand what kind of weight loss you'll get, because it's the believing us. Right. And so it's like, we're going to change your life. And it's like, oh my God, like that's a big one. And it also seems like this big step. And all we want is for people to understand that they can lose weight without a meal plan. Like, I just want to say that, like, And I was like, without counting calories, without, meal plans. And when I was having that conversation, she's like, now that's clear. People know what a meal plan is. People don't know what a language is, what a mindset is.
They don't.
Like, they don't.
Heal, we talked a lot about healing your relationship with food, which is what we do on the inside. We are healing your diet trauma. We're changing the way you speak about food. But like you said, or like she said, and we've realized this over the past years, we're like, hey, this is it. We're explaining it this way and they're going to get it because it's like perfect. What was the word? There was one word we were using. And I was like, I realized like they don't know what that word means, or they don't know why that word is connected to weight loss.
Was it language?
Maybe it was language.
I think it was language. Yeah. I think it was when we did the, would you eat a donut a day? And it was like, you were like, we want to change your language around food. We want you to stop saying that donuts are fattening. Like that's our goal, Yeah. But then people are like, what do you mean our language? So we understand that we have work to do, you guys. And this is just us being honest about like that part of our business, like just being there. And just like with the conversations I've had, like they were so like, you guys are thriving on the internet. Like you guys are everywhere. You're doing all the things. Like there's nothing wrong that you're doing, but there is that one place where it's still not clear to the people watching you what you are, what you do. And she's like, obviously you're doing a great job because tons of people do know what you do. But even then, like even then, you guys, I think that I could ask a follower, like, why do you follow us? Why do you like us? Whatever. And they would still have like a thing that I'm like, that's not true. Like, as in like, oh, they help people lose weight and they like, they track their calories and, oh no, we don't track calories. Like they still like, you know what I mean? So I think we need to be clearer about how we help people lose weight, because we are a weight loss program. That is what we want to offer. Oh, and I need to share that message. I don't know if you saw, you were in Arizona, so maybe you didn't see this, but we had this beautiful message of a member who went to Jamaica. Does this ring a bell? She went to Jamaica and lost 3 pounds. Okay. She's like, not only did I lose 3 pounds, I ate everything I wanted. I did not feel deprived. And she's like, you don't know my history of going on vacation and like gaining a bunch of weight, just feeling like, so like, oh shit, like I'm off my diet. And you know what I mean? She's like, so for me, it's not even about, and she said, it's not even about the 3 pounds. It's the fact that I went on vacation and did not feel guilt, did not feel shame around my food choices, whatever. Like, she's like, the knowledge I've gained at Your Weight Loss has just like changed my whole life. Like it was just amazing. And then she finished her message with, thank you for opening up this world of possibilities.
I know.
Okay. And I was like,
I think that people that are watching us, even people like step one, like you said, is they know we exist. Yeah. Then they like us. We're good at that. There's still lots of people in the world though, that we can know we exist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're going on TV soon here, guys.
Yeah. TV, guys. We need TV.
Because everyone watches TV.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Anyways. And then they have to understand what we offer. Okay. So if we can finally explain to them what we offer, but then the next step, they have to believe that that's enough. Like, I think there are tons of followers that go, oh yeah, I know. They don't count calories. They work on mindset. They do this, they do that. They know exactly what we do. But I think if they were real honest with themselves, they do not still believe that that's enough for weight loss for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like we kind of, okay. So, we've like shifted the focus of like, it's not really about weight loss, but at the end of the day, we help people lose weight. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to like narrow this down right now and be like, what do? We help people lose weight without a meal plan. How we do that? Well, join. That's like, you need to come in and learn. You will learn how to lose weight without a meal plan and counting calories. And even the girl that was kind of questioning me at this meeting, at this like entrepreneurship meeting, she's like, so you guys must be counting calories. Oh, it was amazing. And I was like, no. And she's like, what? Like, how? She goes, now I'm curious how you do that. I'm like, well, there you go. She's like, now I'm like, I want your service, because I'm like, imagine losing weight without, a meal plan or counting calories. How the heck? And she's like, now I see how different you are. So that's when it was like, okay, like I see something here. And again, like you guys, we feel like we're showing up everywhere. Like we feel like we're really putting a lot of effort in making sure that our message is out there and that our face is out there, honestly. But it's like, how we are showing up can make a big difference in how many people choose to want our service. And so like, that's basically what I really want to focus on in 2023. And like, there's like really fun things as well. Like I want to create some really fun, products for people to be a part of and to be like, okay, like I'm learning a lot, maybe in a short amount of time or whatever. But like, there are things that like, we definitely can be more precise about. And it's telling people, we help people lose weight without a meal plan. That is what we do.
And I love that that's the leading sentence. Do you know what I mean? But, and then if the conversation continues, then the conversation continues, you know, and that's when we can tell them about this and this and this and this. But I do like leading with that because everyone knows what a meal plan is.
Yeah.
And also I think most people that follow us, like us, join, have tried to lose weight before. Yeah. And they know what it feels like to be on a meal plan.
Absolutely.
And they know that they were hungry and it sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully when we say that, they think, okay, without a meal plan, maybe that means without the suck.
Yeah. And I think that anyone that wants to go a little further will ask how, or what do you do? And then I would answer, we teach them how to do that. Like that's what we do. We teach them.
And I do think we've spent a lot of time on the internet trying to explain the how, but maybe that just needs to be come on inside. That you want to know how, you still don't understand, join.
Yeah. And you know what? Yes. And you know what I was thinking? Like sometimes it's like we feel like Leash, we always have to like explain. Yeah. Like explain. Okay. And whatever. And I'm like, I don't have to explain. We've been doing it for 11 years.
I know.
I have proof that this works.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, that's why we need to keep showing the results we're getting of people losing weight without a meal plan, so that people don't question, like, how did they do that? Like, well, clearly it works. You know how sometimes you're like, how the heck are people being converted to certain things? They are showing what the person wants to see and believing that it's possible. And I think that that's like, instead of like being, well, we do this and that. And then the people are confused by what we're saying. You need to come in. I don't have to explain and try to convince you. This is what we do. And we are good at it. Do you want that service? Do you want to learn?
Even the fact that probably a ton of our followers don't even know that you and I had our own personal journeys.
I know. Like, we don't share that enough.
Maybe we don't. Like people literally, we've got tons of comments like, oh, easy for you, or you've been thin your whole life or whatever. And people do not write that on a scrap piece of paper.
Of course. It's right after TikTok is TV is what I wrote earlier. TikTok is like TV. We have to use it like it's TV, because TikTok is like being on TV. There's a lot of people just being on TV that don't know you. Being on Instagram, it's just your followers. Okay. But TikTok,
for us,
we've always known that TikTok is like our TV.
Yeah.
But there's something, I'm not showing up in a way that I want to show up. So there's work to be done on TikTok. Even if we're amazing at it, it's like, there is work to be done. And we always come back to this. So clearly I haven't found my way yet.
Do you know what? It's funny, guys. So we're talking about right now is just that we haven't posted on TikTok for a while. Right. And you can, so basically not being consistent, and you guys can apply that to your weight loss journey. Like, why are you not being consistent? Like, it's not because you suck, or it's not because TikTok isn't for you. It's just because there's something about it that you haven't created a system or a routine or found a way that's authentic to you to show up that feels easy. Like, it feels like a lot of work. The thought of creating TikTok right now,
so much work. Absolutely. I feel the exact same way. And I'm like, and this is not the first time Alicia and I have this conversation of how TikTok has been good to us, has, brought a lot of exposure for us, but I'm not being consistent. So it's like saying, like, I know this meal plan is bringing me weight loss, but I'm still gaining it back. There's something that's not going my way here. So there is something that's holding me back to being consistent. And I haven't found my way to be consistent on TikTok yet. So I'm not saying I struggle, I suck, I'm bad. I'm not talking shit about myself. I'm not saying like TikTok's not for me. I'm just saying right now I'm on hold and trying to figure this out. And I have conversations about it, and honesty as well. Like, I'm not like, it's working. No, it's not. You're not showing up. Like, so like, we're not doing a good job with that. And that's fine. Like, Alicia, we have honest conversations about like, we're not really good with that. Like, that's not our strength, you know? Alicia will be like, that's not my strength to do that. And I'll be like, that's not my strength to do this, you know? Okay. So since we're just like kind of catching up, but I think it was good for Alicia to be away and people asking her like, what do you do for a living? And like, she was still like practicing how she was answering that. Same for me. Like when I was at my meeting, they're like, what's your mission? I'm like, to help people heal their relationship with food and whatever. And she was like, people don't understand what that means. Your mission is unclear. And I'm like, it's so freaking clear to me. And she's like, but it's not friendly to your audience. And I was like, okay, like I understand what she's saying. Even it feels, I love that mission more than we help people lose weight without a meal plan. But she's like, but know that it's still what you do. Like, you know, it's still what you do, but your mission should be so clear to everyone. So it was really good. Like it really made me like narrow down like the,
And I really enjoyed, and I've never had an opportunity to speak to probably 20 women around my age who had never heard of us before, right? I'd never like been.
They don't know who Alicia is. They do
not know who I am. Does not understand what I do. Most of them are American. So to say your way weight loss, but then I always feel like I need to explain the weight loss part. And, you know, Josee and I talked about this, like, do we want to keep the word weight loss in the name? No, yes.
Yeah.
And it's still true. It's your way weight loss. Like that's what we do.
Oh, and I'm having a moment right now, how that girl was like, she was good to me. Like that was like good for me. She's like, why are you like so still hesitant about weight loss? Don't you like believe in what you do? And I was like, she's like, and I'm like, really like when I'm in a personal setting, I'm really more like, put honest, not that I'm not honest. I would say I'm very authentic on social media, but like, I'm more like, I feel like people have the right to want to lose weight. Like I stand up for weight loss.
Yeah.
And because I know what it gave me in my life, you know? So I want to be that like girl that stands up for weight loss.
Yeah.
And she's like, it looks like on social media, you're holding back. You're holding back on weight loss. And she's like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, it's such a taboo subject. She's like, but like, then do you believe in it or not? Because who cares if it's a taboo subject when you believe in something and this is what you sell. You have to not be holding back on your beliefs. And I was like, shit, like maybe this is a little bit of us in maybe social media beliefs of like, will the people like us still if we talk a lot about weight loss? Like, I think there's a little bit of us holding back. We're really holding back. But when we talk, you and I personally, and with our people on podcasts, look how like we are because we feel safe here.
I know. Like, and for me, something. A lot of it too is I need people to also understand that weight loss is not the answer to your happiness either. But again, maybe I don't need to try and explain that right away.
Maybe that's not your responsibility.
No, like we get them on the inside, and then that the culture, because that is the culture inside your weight loss. That is the culture.
Absolutely. And I said that, I'm like, I just don't want people to, and I was like, we were just like in it. Okay. And I'm like, I just don't want people to think that that's all we do. And she's like, but that in that moment, that person wants weight loss.
I know.
And you need to give it to them to say, you can have that. Cause she's like, isn't that what you guys do also in the inside is to teach people how to do that? Don't you believe in the power of weight loss as well? Like weight loss was a part of our happiness.
100%. And that was a part of the conversation I was having with people. I said, you know, we help women heal their relationship with food, find, you know, create their favorite self. I don't know if I told you about this, that word for like later, write that
down on the piece of paper.
But I said part of my favorite self and a lot of women's favorite selves includes weight loss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the only piece, but for a lot of people, and they deserve that.
They deserve that. I think that. And I think that we're almost hypocritical to say, you don't need weight loss, but we both lost 70 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it is a part of the life we've created and it is a part of our happiness today. So I think that like, anyway, so obviously we're going to continue this conversation when we have our own entrepreneurship meeting. Like Alicia and I we're going to have like a little getaway, her and I, and we're like narrowing down like what's happening, like what, you know, and we love this time of year to do that, but we're going to plan 2023 and how we show up. And you guys were just a part of, I guess, a little part of that, right? We like to be honest with you. Yeah.
And we appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was just us catching up. It was a good one. I just went live. Let's like finish off with that. This really good conversation that I just had with our members is, do you believe us now? So basically what I wanted to, because when we show up, you guys, just so you know, when we do a live, it's not like 5 things you need to do to lose weight. Like it's never like that. Like when we show up, it's to trigger a déclenche prompt self-reflection. So when I showed up today, it was like, do you believe us now? And I need to, when I show up, if there's 50 people watching me, these 50 people have a different language, different baggage, different goals. Some of them have been a member for 5 years. Some of them have been a member for 5 hours. Like everyone's watching me. So I can't be like, here are the 5 things, because the 5 things don't go for everyone. Like there's no 5 things that go for everyone, but my message and my self-reflection message goes for everyone. And it was really about like, I wanted them to sit there and think about, is there anything that is still holding on to bullshit? So basically like, is there anything that you're like, oh, I need to track my calories. I need to not eat at night. I need to stop eating at night. I need to start exercising. Like that is bullshit. Like you're holding on to, and I can't tell you what that is in your brain. You need to figure out, but everyone's holding on to bullshit. Like we might be holding on to bullshit in our businesses and even in our own weight loss, like maintenance, whatever. Even from last year to this year, I was holding on to bullshit. And now I'm like, trying to get rid of bullshit. Like that's basically it. Right. And that's like the noise. And like, I need to do that. And if I don't do that, what this happens. Anyways, so it was just, I said at one point, what happens is you are believing a lot of messages. So you're believing us that it's possible, but at the same time, you're believing that you can't eat at night. So like there needs to be at one point where you stop believing them and you start believing us. And I said, you need to believe in someone, right? You need to trust someone. And you might not be trusting yourself right now because it's new or whatever. I said, for sure, some of you are watching and you trust yourself because you've been here for so long. So you've learned to trust yourself. You have experience, you have success. You're like, I got this. But not a lot of you watching feel that way. So you have to really be like, I am believing and trusting in this message. I want to learn how to create this. And then you have to really stop believing the bullshit. Like you have to stop, because no matter what, you're trying so hard to believe this message that you can do this. And you're going to have colleagues that are like, what are you doing? How is this possible? Like, so you really need to like, I wanted them to kind of like, not only have this message, but to create awareness around like what bullshit they still believe in. So that they can start creating awareness. Like that's where it all starts. So that was good.
Amazing.
Yeah. I think that like people need to understand that the conversations we have inside is teaching them how to lose weight without a meal plan. Like
and it's
this is what we're doing.
And it's not like step 1, do this, step 2, do this. It's not watch these videos and you're cured. Like it's complicated. It is complicated.
It is. Yeah.
And it's a commitment.
I said on Monday, it was like, are you happy there's no meal plan? And it was like this conversation about like, just knowing that they have to, that they want to learn how to do that and that they should be so proud of what they're doing because it's so unique. It's so different. And I said to them, like, think about it. Like if someone's asking, like, what are you doing? I'm learning how to lose weight without a meal plan. That's what I'm doing. So when people are like, why are you eating ice cream? Remember, there's no meal plan. I'm learning how to live my life without fearing ice cream right now, So I think that that's the piece of like being so proud of the work they're doing because they're actually doing something so unique. And knowing that from the get-go explains why society questions sometimes, because it is very unique what you're trying to accomplish. I'm trying to accomplish weight loss without a meal plan. I'm learning how to do that. That shit takes time. It
does.
Yeah.
But it's friggin' worth it because then you literally are free.
I said that, free of the bullshit. Let's be free. Like it takes a long time, but that's what we all want. We want to be free of those thoughts and the shame and the guilt. Free.
Like living the life like you dreamed on your birthday cake when you were 12 years old, that you could eat what you want and maintain a weight that you felt comfortable in. You probably didn't have that language when you were 12. And literally that was what you were dreaming of. And that is the life that we live. And that is the life that we want to help all of our members live.
Ugh. All right, let's end it there. That was a really good one. Hopefully you guys, you got caught up in our lives. You got a little bit of I guess, behind the scenes of Your Weight Loss and how we work and how we really take the time to reflect on the message that's out there, how we're showing up. And also you got to end this we really want you to believe in what we do, because you have to in order to create it.
100%.
All right. Okay, everyone. Well, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.